Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joffrey Noodle Legs here today. I'm doing another film review today. Sorry about location, I'm downstairs again today just simply because it's so hot upstairs. We've got that sort of heat wave on again. But I still wanted to put this video out today for you of a film review. What I'm going to be looking at today is John Carpenter's The Ward. Now, this is one of his sort of like lesser known films. It's one of his later films. And it doesn't get like a lot of really good press, which I don't understand. But anyway, let's have a quick look at this version. This is the normal standard Blu-ray. It's a ex-rental from Blockbusters, as you can see by the red line. It's an ex-rental copy, so it's still cool to have that. It's really good film. I really enjoyed it. So what I'll do is give you a little bit of synopsis. It stars Amber Heard. As you can see her there, it's probably a good role for her. She acted really well. It's her second best acting role. Obviously, the court case was the best, but this was really cool. In this film, she stars as a young girl who at the beginning of the film sets fire to a house. You don't know why she set fire to the house. What you see is her setting fire to the house. And then two policemen come along and they arrest her and take her away. And next thing you see her is being carted off to a psychiatric hospital, and there she resides with four other girls who, again, a lot of the story is not told why they're in there, which is a shame. And while she's in there, she sort of witnesses all these sort of supernatural sort of happenings with a sort of ghost of an ex-patient, and this sort of ghost is killing some of the girls off, and she's trying to escape, but she sort of fails miserably at trying to escape. And that's pretty much the premise of the film. It's a really good film. I actually really enjoyed it. I found it quite suspenseful. Typical sort of John Carpenter film. It's more along the lines of his Halloween sort of suspense sort of films, which I love. So I was happy with that. It didn't get a lot of positive press when it came out. I think because it brought nothing new to the table. It didn't sort of show you anything new that you haven't really sort of seen before, especially in John Carpenter films. But I didn't mind that. I was kind of expecting that. And I was happy for it not to be anything else but that. Like no gore. His films don't have gore. John Carpenter doesn't do gore. The only goriest film he done was The Thing. All of his other films were more about the story and the suspense and the atmosphere. And this is the same. It's more about those. Really cool. And I thought it's one of those films that I wanted to see what happens next. And I thought, oh God, you know, I hope this and does that, and it goes, you know, it made me want to watch it, and I really enjoyed watching it. And I was quite surprised because I remember seeing it in the cinema when it came out, but it was about 15 odd years ago now. But I remember seeing it and quite enjoying it then. But obviously, it's one of those titles that are quite forgettable, you know. So I saw it the other week and I picked it up. First of all, I noticed it was a Blockbusters ex-rental, so that sort of attracted me to it anyway. So it was cool to pick it up for that reason. And then when I rewatched it, I remembered how much I really enjoyed the film and what a sort of hidden gem it is. So yeah, that's what I feel about it. So the positives about the film, it's actually really well shot, and the photography in it is really cool. It's quite believable. It's well acted. Quite a believable sort of story. And there's quite a few jump scares and suspense moments. The lighting of the film is fantastic. The hospital looks great. It looks quite a posh sort of hospital. Yeah, I love the lighting effects in John Carpenter films where it's all like the corridors are all dark except the light at the end, and you see like a silhouette, sort of a little bit like the one on the case there. That's that kind of thing. And I like the fact that it was about these sort of four girls all locked up for different reasons, and some of them had different things about them. There was one that was good at drawing. There was one that still felt she was like a little baby carrying a doll, sucking her thumb. There was one that was like a really goody two-shoes, aren't I pretty? And there was another one that was sort of like mischievous. It was like always up to doing wrong things, but it's really funny. And there was obviously Amber Heard, who's still trying to figure out why she's been locked up there. and obviously she's trying to escape and stuff like that, but failed miserably. And then trying to find out what's happening to these girls, what's causing it, and she starts seeing this supernatural kind of ghost. So she's trying to figure out what's causing that. So that's quite cool, good storyline. So they're the positives. The negatives, I wish it told us more about the background of the other girls that are in there, and actually told us a little bit more about Amber Heard's character, why she in there. You kind of work out that she was abused when she was younger, and she's burnt down the house of like where she was abused. So I think, is that enough to lock someone up in a psychiatric hospital? I mean, if they were a habit of doing pyromaniac, then yeah, you know, but I don't understand why she was locked up in there for that. But it's not really explained too much if she's had a problem with burning down things. I don't know. Obviously, one of the girls in there was suicidal. You get little inklings of stories about them, but you don't get the full SP, what it's about, which I think would have been really cool. And it would, you know, it would have extended the story a bit longer. Maybe some sort of flashbacks to sort of like some of the other girls, what they, you know, that would have been really, really cool. And yeah, and it all centered around those girls. And there was hospital stuff we don't really know much about. I think if we'd have extended a bit of their story as well, that'd have been really cool. And the doctor in there, but it'd have extended his story. So they're the negatives about the film. It just could have, there's just a opportunity there to make this an amazing film rather than a great film. So I'm got a helicopter flying over there. There's Sullivan. Right, so I'm going to give this a score. I'm going to give this a great watch, and I'm going to score it 7.5 out of 10, which I think is a good score for the film. It's an honest score. I think it's a little bit of a hidden gem. If you've seen it and you thought, yeah, it was okay, go back and revisit it, because I think it, you know, it's worth a revisit. If you've never seen it, definitely try and see it, because you might actually really enjoy it. You know, it doesn't bring nothing new to the table. There's no life-changing, oh, that was an amazing horror film. But it brings you a typical John Carpenter film. Right, guys, as we've got these helicopters flying around outside, which is weird, never have nobody flying over my village. I think it's best to end the video now because of the noise that's going on. But anyway, yeah, that's the Ward 7.5. I will be doing some more reviews very soon, and doing some more sort of like top 10s, and of course some more spider videos. But until then, go and check out some of my other videos on there. You might find some more you quite like. Go and check out a few channels. There's the Horror Hands and the Horror Geek and Man v Film, Sarah of Horror and Horror in Todge, and also my dear friend Russell's channel, RS Designs. Go and give his channel a little sub and give it a bit of love. That'd be really cool. Anyway, guys, let's grab the boy. There he is. Hello, everybody. So until next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.